Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 151B mill finish extruded bronze commercial saddle type threshold. This is a solid piece of brass or bronze. Those terms are used interchangeably. Brass is more common. When someone says they want a solid brass threshold, this would be it. It's actually what we would call architectural bronze, and it's an amalgamation of four base materials to make it an architectural piece of metal like this. This is a mill finish. That means that this looks like what bronze will look like when it is literally extruded at the mill where it comes from. There is no finish on this whatsoever, and if you buy a mill finish, it's going to look like this. It will appear to be streaky, it will fatigue and age with time, it will be raw, and it will be just what we call mill and extruded. That may not be what you want. You might order this and say, what happened? This looks damaged. And if that's the case, then you'd want to order a satin brass or a polished brass or maybe an oil rubbed bronze finish. And it can all be done, but this is the raw base material. You might also say, nope, exactly what I want is the mill finish. I want it to age or patina naturally with time, but you want a solid bronze base, a piece of base material like this because of the outrageous sturdiness, durability, the long-lasting aspect of solid brass or architectural bronze thresholds that would be commonly seen in the high-volume applications. The front door to City Hall here in Chicago, bronze thresholds naturally, museums, high-end homes. The logic when clients order these for homes, either end users but more commonly contractors, listen, I'm building a $3 million house. I can't put a $50 aluminum threshold. So you'll see this used in that area as well. Now, this is a sample. This is literally just a 6-inch sample piece. And this piece, this weighs 3/4 pound. Just this one piece that is literally 6 inch in length. 3/4 pound. There is an image below this video showing the important dimensional properties, and let's go over that now. You can see from that image this is 3-inch wide and that it is 1/4 inch tall. Not uncommon threshold to see in those applications where you do need a very small profile like this. I'll generally see thresholds like this used more in interior applications so that they can have a separation on interior doors. Exterior wise, it's quite small for to act as an exterior threshold, whether it be a bump up or an interlock or a larger saddle threshold. And they're called saddle thresholds because they kind of look like a saddle if you use your imagination. Okay, if this was the genuine article, this would be 3 foot long probably. This will be available on the website in all lengths from 2 foot to 8 foot. You can order longer pieces, but we simply don't list them in longer pieces because of the cost to ship something longer than 96 inch, which goes generally tractor trailer and is quite prohibitive in cost. But if you need something longer than 8 foot, reach out to us. We'll be happy to quote that for you. Now, if this was the genuine article, meaning a real threshold, you'd have a countersink about 4 or 5 inches from the end. Okay, and that would be countersunk for the 1024 brass screws that would be supplied. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to send the material out at. The reasoning is this: you don't want to have to cut this threshold if you don't have to. You don't want to run the risk of damaging it. You don't want to have to re-drill and countersink a new hole, which then your centers will no longer be uniform, and create an environment by which you actually run the risk of cutting it wrong. These are quite costly thresholds, as you are probably already well aware of. So if you have need for a custom length or any length, order the next longest piece or pieces, indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to ship the material out at, and we'll be happy to supply it that way. And especially any finish other than mill, absolutely order at the net length, because look at the edge. There's nothing to say, there's everything to say, that after you cut this, you are not going to go back and be able to refinish that edge, that cut edge, when it's satin brass, when it is polished brass, or when it is oil rubbed bronze. So order the net, the full proper net length that you need. Now, the name Pemko is synonymous with all things weather stripping related, not only thresholds like this, but perimeter gasketing and door sweeps. They are capable of supplying you material, obviously, in architectural bronze or brass, aluminum, stainless steel, a variety of different types of shapes and profiles they will be able to offer in solid architectural bronze. And if you're looking for a threshold that is solid architectural bronze, exterior residential, you're probably going to want an interlock that might have a water return, and Pemko has a comprehensive offering of interlocking thresholds where you will have a J-hook attached to the bottom of the door, and the J-hook will literally connect to a lip in your interlocking threshold. That would be this hand. Okay, that's a real common one for residential applications. If you need help selecting an architectural bronze threshold, please feel free to reach out to us. Now, technically, because this is solid architectural bronze, Pemko can even do a process by which they can put a satin bronze finish on this as well. They have a compound and a rubbing procedure that will give you that finish. So mill, satin brass, polished brass, oil rub bronze, and a satin bronze. And because this is architectural bronze, you can technically plate it different finishes. You could have a polished chrome threshold, very unusual to see, and I wouldn't want to plate a threshold because I think that'd be just a matter of time before it came off. But you could also powder coat it if you needed a very custom finish, but you wanted the durability of architectural bronze. You could powder coat it any finish that you wanted. Whatever, because of the caliber of the base material, you have lots of options available to you when it comes to a finish. That's the bottom line. Now, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Pemko number 151B mill bronze, extruded mill bronze or brass, saddle type threshold, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.